Okay, so when I joined as a singer, and I still am a singer now. But I also now write music, not music, but lyrics. So it started off when I joined the band, we were still participating in competition, and we wanted to rework one of the original compositions by Camille Reddick. So she gave us some tips. She said, listen, um, it's supposed to have 6 syllables, and this material, the words are too many, it has too many syllables in it, so we need to edit it, fix it, chop it up. So I remember it was myself, Keisha Cruikshank, I think Leif Johnson, Joanne may have been there. I hope I'm not leaving anybody out. And we sat together to rework this composition because we wanted to use it for Enpat Parang Fiesta, Parang Bang Wagon. And we were doing competition. And that's where I first started, working with using the lyrics and putting lyrics together. And then when we were working on our first CD, we needed some additional verses for Canta. So I said, okay, let me try something and see how it will work. And I was able to write some of the verses that we eventually used for Canta, about 4 of the verses. So my role now has changed a bit because I speak Spanish, so I would check sometimes pronunciation, I might check the grammar of the music that we're doing, writing songs for fun, for competition. That's where I fit in now, apart from, being a singer. There have been songs where we've just added on. So for example, there's a song we do called, I'll tell you the name in a second, as soon as I remember. Daisy, Hazel and Brian sing, We Jam. Ooh, had a flashback there. Okay, so, and that song was a song where we had original lyrics and then we added to it because we wanted to add to the music was so sweet, we wanted not just to sing the entire song over and over. And there are a lot, usually there are just a couple of us who collaborate on a song, but there are a lot of people putting in bits and pieces to that song, and I really, really like that. It's one of my favorites. We also have songs from competition that have grown on us from performing over the years. Again, another one of my favorite was Vamos a Celebrar, which I wrote in conjunction with another girl from UWI at UWI, a UWI student. She was Spanish. And it is a song that I think encapsulates the whole joy of Christmas. Let us go and celebrate. Let us go and celebrate Christ is born. Let us go and celebrate this parang time in the country. So that's another song that I had a hand in. A lot of the competition songs I would have helped to compose because we were writing for a very specific niche. So for competition, you had to have enunciation and a nacimiento. So the story would have been the same, but it's how do you tell that story? So for example, Buen Posadero was one that I had composed, but this one was told from the view of the innkeeper. So he is there and he's looking out and he's hearing these things. He's hearing angels singing. He's seeing shepherds come into his stable, and he's peeping through the window and witnessing the miracle of the birth from his inn. So I wanted to have a different perspective of, instead of just Mary and Joseph or the angel talking to Mary or Mary responding. So it was an experiment that I did with that, and and of course I don't write music. I have to have like a song, a tune in my head, and I would sing that constantly when I'm trying to figure out what word works, what word should we put here, how should we phrase this, what kind of rhyming. Well, the rhyming for parang is pretty set, you're doing A, B, A, B, but you're looking at what's a different way of saying the same thing, because the story of the Annunciation, the story of the Nacimiento, is the same story, right? You can't put a twist on it. So you have to vary, well, how do you tell that story? The same story that we know in a different way. So that is something that I really like, trying to find different ways of us sharing the same thing, making it so that it's catchy, that people can enjoy it, and at the same time we're delivering that Christmas story.